Okay, everybody hear me? Thumbs up. All right, for the mute people, everybody turns their video off. All right, I can't see anybody, so they get to look at me, but I don't get to stare at them. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for coming to the call tonight. I appreciate you spending your precious time with me. There's a lot of things you could be doing. I don't think there's a lot of, better things you could be doing, but, and I'm going to prove that to you here shortly. My name is Ed, and I want to talk to you about some ways that you can improve your health and your finances tonight. But that's only going to happen if you take action, right? Because nothing in life happens unless you take action. So about 20 years ago, my wife and I, we took action for ourselves. And now I am like completely unemployable. I mean, I couldn't imagine being back in my little engineering cubicle for 10 hours a day. I did enjoy it for a while, but working in the corporate grind really got old very, very quickly. So in those 20 years of being an entrepreneur, I saw a lot of opportunities come and go. I actually was not in the network marketing industry at all up until recently. So I was exposed to a variety of different companies. And, I learned that there's really three factors that a company needs in order to succeed. And it's really not all that often that all three of those factors are in place. Okay, so what are those? So I call it the people, the products, and the plan. Okay, so first off, you need great people. All right, have you ever watched Shark Tank? Okay, if you do, you might hear them say a lot, I don't invest in ideas, I invest in people. Right? And why do they say that? Because they know you can waste a lot of time and money without great people to run a company. Right? And we have great people. Right? Our executive team has years of experience building amazing companies. Right? David Brown, our founder and CEO, has over 25 years experience in nutrition, retail, and network marketing. And over the last couple of years, I have met many people who have worked with him in the past, and honestly, all of them hold him in very high regard. I mean, it's very rare that you come across so many people and you don't have at least a few of them that have maybe not so great of opinion. I mean, that's just that's just really kind of normal. But really and truly, I've been so impressed. And I've never been let down because everybody has really just spoke highly with him. And actually that's proven because so many people that he's worked with in the past, he's brought to this company. So they followed him, and people follow leaders. And he really is a man of his word. So we've got the people down pat, okay? So what about our products? So listen, you've heard about amazing nutritional products before. I mean, have you ever seen an ad that said, hey, our nutritional products are the mediocrest of all of them, right? No, everybody's like, this is amazing. This is going to do this and that. And it has science behind it and all this technology and blah, 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 right? So, if I started, just spouting that out, you're going to say, okay, whatever. I've heard that before. But let me ask you a question. What happens if you take a supplement but your body doesn't absorb it? Okay, I mean, it's not a trick question, right? Nothing is going to happen. Doesn't matter what you stick in your mouth. If your body doesn't absorb it, it really doesn't matter, okay? Well, unfortunately, most companies really don't care if your body absorbs it. I mean, the only thing that they have to do, right, according to the rules and the laws is, they have a label and they say, well, there's this much stuff in this capsule, all right? And that's what they care about. And they want you to buy it and put it in your mouth, all right? Well, Actives wants our products to actually do you some good. So we have a patent pending technology that's developed by master formulator Al Zapp that virtually guarantees what's in that little capsule is going to get into your body. And that's really why we do have story after story of people taking our products and feeling effects within days. And actually, I know this is hard to believe, but actually sometimes even less than an hour, okay? So we have that, your body's going to absorb it. So what exactly is it, right? So first product is called link. Now we're going to feed the gut. Now why are we going to feed the gut? Because 70% of your immune system lies in your gut. Okay, and I bet you're about to say, he's going to talk about probiotics, right? Well, you know, probiotics are great. The microbiome is very important, but this is so much more. It's called butyric acid. All right, neurologist and doctor to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Dr. Maroon, said butyric acid was the holy grail of supplements. And that's our main ingredient in our product link. And he liked our product so much, he came on our advisory board, right? Now, okay, if butyric acid is so wonderful, why have you never heard of it? Well, first off, it is absolutely the foulest smelling stuff you will ever come across. I mean, if you were within 10 feet of it, you would get sick, all right? So coincidentally, our unique process that helps that get into your system so your body can absorb it actually has this great side effect where it masks the smell, all right? So maybe why else haven't you heard of it? Okay, well, butyric acid, it's also a very small and it's a very fragile molecule. So the stomach would completely destroy it. Well, guess what? Our process masks the smell and protects it so it gets through the stomach. And then it brings it actually down into the intestines with link down in the colon so it can actually get absorbed. I mean, that's where you need to put it, all right? And that's where it's going to feed the lining of your gut. Now, do you know how thick your gut lining is? It's 1 cell thick, okay? Very, very tiny. That's as tiny as you can get, right? 1 cell, okay? So if it's weak, what's going to happen? Like you're going to get spaces in that lining. And what does that do? That allows things to get through that lining into your body that shouldn't be. And what happens when things are floating around in your body that shouldn't be there? Well, it causes all kinds of issues, right? So if you have a hole in your boat, do you spend time trying to fix the engine? No, the boat's sinking. The first thing you do is close the hole because nothing else matters. So what we need to do is take that link and that feeds that lining, forms that barrier, so only the important things are getting through, the stuff that should be, okay? Ask my friend Lisa how important that is. Lisa was in a diaper for 7 years. And in 4 days on link, she was able to get out of her diaper. Okay, she went off link 4 times because she absolutely could not believe what it was doing. She had tried everything before, okay? And her life has just had an amazing turnaround. There is a 2-minute testimonial video that asked the person who brought you to this call that they can send you. I guarantee you'll cry. She's a very, very dear friend of mine. She still calls me to this day, you know, usually crying because she's doing something that she hasn't been able to do in years because of link, okay? So plug that hole in the boat. All right, what are we going to move on to next? Optimend, chronic inflammation. All right, you're going to hear more and more about chronic inflammation because it's been tied to so many different diseases. All right, and you say, okay, well, you know what? I take care of my body, I exercise, I eat right. Maybe you do. But do you know that you're exposed to chemicals every day that you probably just aren't even paying attention to? There's actually 80,000 chemicals today that didn't even exist 100 years ago. And we really have no idea what these things are doing to our body. Well, actually, you probably do know one thing, and that's causing chronic inflammation, okay? And Optimend is the inflammation killer. Right? The main ingredient is tetrahydrocurcumin, big word, okay? Now, you may have heard of turmeric, right? There's a lot of that on the shelves, and they talk about, oh, you know, it fights inflammation. It's great. Well, guess what? Actually, it doesn't. There's something in turmeric, which is curcumin. That's actually, if you look at the studies, that's what they've studied to show reduces the inflammation. But sorry to say, if you're taking turmeric root powder, only 2% of that is actually curcumin. So you might be taking 100 milligrams in that little capsule, but there's actually 2 milligrams of curcumin in there, right? Now, actually, your body doesn't use curcumin either. it uses tetrahydrocurcumin. Your body actually takes it and metabolizes. It changes that into tetrahydrocurcumin. That's the form that your body actually uses. So what did Active say? Well, why don't we put that form in our capsule? So we already know that our bodies aren't healthy. If you depend on it to do something and it can't, that's another factor that says, okay, well, your body won't be able to use it. So we want to deliver with our technology to be able to absorb it, right? And we want to put in there what the body is actually going to use, okay? Well, Dr. Amrish Patel, who's an anesthesiologist and pain specialist, he's knows well the benefits of curcumin and the importance of reducing inflammation. And guess what? He joined our advisory board too, right? There's another story that I'd love for the person who brought you here to share with you. ABC News in Utah actually did a story on their a nightly segment, and he interviews our CFO, Ryan Mumford, his dad. And you know what? He just has a great line in there that I really like. You know, all this science is great and you can talk about all these big words, but you know what? He says, I don't care what's in it. All I know is that I can play with my grandkids again. Right? And that's really what we're all about, is what can it do for me? Right? So we've sealed the gut, close up those holes, right? Bring down that chronic inflammation. All right, now we want to kill oxidative stress, right? By turning up NRF2. Right? You were waiting for that, weren't you? So your body is absolutely amazing, right? When it's doing what it's supposed to do, when you enable it to do what it's supposed to do, it can do absolutely incredible things on its own. So our third product is Genomics, and it's a NRF2 activator. And this was formulated by Dr. Joe McCord, who has received the Elliott Crescent Award. And they only give that to people who have really made a massive impact on society. So many, many famous people have received that award over the years. So free radicals, they cause oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes damage. So what you need is antioxidants to fight that oxidative stress. So NRF2 is a powerful protein, and that regulates the production of these antioxidant enzymes that protect against oxidative damage, okay? So it's really the master regulator of the cell. And by acting this NRF2, you're activating the body's natural defense system. You're letting it do what it was made to do, all right? So I really can't get through this without bringing up, you know, for a second here, all this crazy virus stuff, right? And it can really be scary, you know, especially if you're watching the headlines on the news, which I really choose not to. But, you know, we're really in a battle, right? I mean, we're out there, you know, fighting this thing. And, you know, what are the two ways that you can survive a battle? All right? You know, you can run and hide, or you can fight. Well, basically what we're doing for the most part now is hiding from this virus, right? Staying at home, wearing a mask, washing your hands. Great stuff, nothing wrong with that. But sooner or later, and it's already happening in some areas now, right? You have to come out of hiding. You're gonna have to come out and it's, you know, time to live life. So when you come out of the foxhole, what kind of weapon do you want? Right? Do you want a butter knife or a bazooka? Right? And I want a bazooka. And that's your immune system, okay? But the problem is we're almost all immune compromised at some level. You know, getting older, poor diets, lack of exercise, exposure to toxins, you know, whatever. So you need an immune tune-up. And these three products that you know, I just talked about, they're really the perfect power pack to get your immune system back to its original specs of the creator, giving your body the help that it needs to do what it's supposed to do. So these three amazing intelligent supplements have been formulated by some of the world's most renowned scientific minds and have attracted several high-profile doctors that have joined our advisory board to endorse these products. And right now, we're offering these in a 3-pack for a limited time offer. And it's the Immune Power Pack. We have a 3-pack, which is 1 bottle of each of the products. We also have one with 2 bottles. That's really the best buy. You get 6 bottles in total, which is 2 bottles of each product. And that could be a 2-month supply for one person or a 1-month supply for 2 people. And that's going to save you the most money. So if you're here to get healthy and that's really all you wanted to hear about, you can jump off right now, get with the person that brought you here, and go get that immune system tune-up. All right? Now, if you haven't gone yet, who wants to plant their money tree? All right? So we got the third success factor, right? We went over the people, just talked about the products. So what's that third one? The plan. All right? Well, the plan really can be this simple. Sign up tonight and start inviting people tomorrow to these calls. We have these calls 6 days a week. Everyone that you know needs to be on these products, so you can invite everyone you know to this call, right? Take 20 minutes out of your night to potentially change your life. I mean, if they have any more questions after the call, just, get with your team. They can answer the questions. So you can sign up today and start building a business tomorrow. So, a key factor in a plan is simplicity. Okay, definitely needs to be simplicity. So we have the simplicity down. If you take action, right, you got to take action, right? But let me just go over a couple of ways that you get paid by actives. There's several ways, but I'm not going to go through all of them. And really, you know what? You could memorize every number in the compensation plan, and that won't earn you 1 penny. Right? You got it. You get people. Customers is what gets you money. Okay, not knowing the comp plan. But really, in simplest terms, you earn a commission every time one of your customers makes a purchase, right? You introduce them to actives, you introduce them to the products, and you can make up to 20% on those direct customers. That's every month they make a purchase, okay? I mean, you've already told people about great things before, a restaurant, a movie, whatever, and these are things that are gonna help them. So why would you not want to just introduce them to the information? Right? Now, there is one other thing in the plan I want to talk about, and those are the global bonus pools. So what Actives does is they take 10% of the global sales and puts that money into pools that you can earn a part of. All right, I said global sales. Okay, we're in 4 countries right now and plan on expanding into more. So you can earn from sales in other countries that you actually have no part of, okay? Also, Actives plans on selling through more than just their network of distributors. See, we're a hybrid company, so we want to sell really wherever people are buying. And, these days there's a lot of different places to buy, such as Amazon, just such as affiliates, okay? And those sales are all going to come into and contribute to those global bonus pools. All right, but don't worry, there won't be competition because those sales are always going to be at a higher price than what they're going to get them from you at. But there's just, there's other places that people buy, so why not go there where they're going to buy, right? So can you imagine sharing in all of these different outlets that are open all day and night, that are online, they're in other countries, right? And just by sharing this with some people right from your phone or your computer. Because that's really all we need, and it's, to run this business, a phone and a computer. I mean, really, even your smartphone. You got one of these fancy smartphones can do more than a computer, right? It's perfectly designed for people to build while they're quarantined at home. All right. So, and more than ever, right? I mean, our world has changed in the last couple of months, just amazingly. So, people need a way that are to make some extra money, that are ways that are flexible than they're normally used to, right? Now, how much money can you make? Really, that's entirely up to you. The system in place, we have all the factors, but you need to take action, right? Nothing in life happens unless you take action, all right? Now, just as a simple example, if you signed up 3 people and you help them do the same down 4 levels with each of them using that 6-bottle immune pack, you can make around an extra $2,000 a month. Okay? Do that with 4 people 4 levels down, and you're talking a potential $5,000 a month, right? So is it possible? It absolutely is. Right? We have distributors in 4 countries with thousands of people that have proven that these products and the business work. But here's the thing, we're just getting started. We're a very young company, and we're the youngest really in the US. So we're old enough to have proven out the products in the business, but we're young enough, we're here in the US, you can jump on board with one of the very earliest people, okay? So now, we have this economic tsunami that has just, really bowled us over. And you have the opportunity to bless people in ways that they no longer just want, but really now that they need, okay? So we have the people, the products, and the plan. All the success factors are there. All you need to do is get back with the person who invited you and get signed up, okay? My name is Ed. Thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight, and this is a wrap.